In order not to be found out by the little white-faced game, the woman would put a lot of glue on the ground every time, and then put her husband's slippers on top of it, so that even if her husband came back in advance, she would have enough time to pack up and do these women to return to the room at ease, and she couldn't wait to warm up with the little white face. How could it be that this is the husband suddenly returned home, used to wearing slippers to prepare to go upstairs, found himself actually being stuck on top of it, saw a side of the strong glue man, knew that this must be the wife's doing, the ghost. At this time the two people upstairs were still not aware. The man, in order not to wake up, carefully took up the tools to prepare for his own wine, but no matter how careful he was, he finally made a sound. The two people upstairs realized that something was wrong. At this time the man had rushed upstairs. The woman quickly ran out to cover for the little white face to fight for time to escape. "Hello darling, how do you like my frog?" "Yeah, with the glue on the slippers." "Was it fun?" But the man still found the figure through the mirror, and then immediately chased after it, but in the end he was still a step too late. The pretty boy had already jumped out of the window and disappeared. Although he was very angry at the moment, he couldn't say anything because he didn't catch the man. He could only pretend to be calm on the surface. In fact, he had already thought of a countermeasure in his mind. The next morning, the man filled the windowsill with glue, so that if the pretty boy escaped through the window again, he would be stuck on it. After doing all this, the man told his wife loudly that he was going to work, and then deliberately made a sound of opening the door, so that his wife mistakenly thought that he had left, and then hid in the utility room and prepared to wait. After a while, his wife ran downstairs and couldn't wait to let the pretty boy in. After making sure that they had gone upstairs, the man deliberately opened the door again and said that
he came back to get something. They were startled by the shouting and the pretty boy. Thinking that he would definitely catch the gigolo this time, he ran to the balcony and found that the glue on the windowsill was still intact. Where is he? The man knew that the gigolo must still be in the room, so he began to look for him everywhere. However, he did not know that the gigolo was behind the curtains at the moment. If he continued like this, he would soon be discovered. So the woman became suspicious and deliberately moved the water cup to the edge of the closet. The man searched the closet for a long time but could not find it. He ran over to check the curtains, but the gigolo had already moved to another place. When the man turned around, he accidentally knocked over the water cup, which was exactly what the woman wanted. "Look what you've done. You ruined my favorite carpet." At this time, the man has been angry until a few o'clock and went downstairs to look for him. However, he just left. The little white face came out of the woman's skirt. The woman let him lie on the ground and wrapped him up with a blanket. This way, you can clear the name of the carpet. The little white face was carried out without a sound. The man turned the house upside down, but still didn't find anything. At this time, the wife took a bite and complained that her husband had nothing to do. Not only did he wrong him, but he also dirty his favorite carpet. The man was angry and kicked the carpet for a long time. At this time, the man already understood everything. He was sure that the little white face was in it at the moment. But he didn't just tear it apart, but decided to play with them. Soon, the wife took the bag and came in. The man pretended to apologize to her and
said that he wanted to help her take the carpet out and wash it. Hearing this, the wife immediately panicked. She promised her husband that she would doubt it. She promised, but she was afraid that it would leak. She didn't wait for him to think about what to do. The husband couldn't wait to start moving the carpet. The woman had to help her with her head. "What are you doing?" "Health pass, dear thing. It'll roll down. In fact, give it an hour. Will you confess yourself, or shall I help you?" All right, I admit it. I'm cheating you with another man. Just please let him go." Although he knew the truth a long time ago, he still couldn't accept it when he heard his wife say it herself. He kicked the blanket off his head. Seeing the embarrassed look of the pretty boy, the woman rushed forward to show concern, not taking her husband seriously at all. The man took out the recording on his mobile phone, which was the evidence of his wife's infidelity. "I'll fill divorce papers tomorrow, and make sure this carpet is the only thing you'll keep from our marriage."